is 7:04 on this Tuesday. It's August 30th. It's time to head to Studio B for Coleman and Company.
Well, hello everybody. We welcome you on a Tuesday morning. And we're glad to tell you that we're on the air, as you know if you're a regular listener, each Tuesday at this time for Vanderbilt Wilson County Hospital. There are many reasons to choose Vanderbilt Wilson County Hospital. I'm going to share a few with you this morning. One of the things is their commitment to our community. The economic impact to this community exceeded $58 million in 2018, including $14 million in charity and uncompensated care. With more than 200 physicians and over 600 employees, Vanderbilt Wilson County Hospital is one of the community's largest employers, with a payroll topping $38 million. Recognized care. The hospital is fully accredited by the state of Tennessee and the Joint Commission. In addition, they have received national quality awards, including designation as an accredited chest pain center, a stroke center, and a comprehensive weight loss center. In satisfaction surveys, patients consistently give Vanderbilt Wilson County Hospital high marks in service and quality of care. Let's talk for a minute about the Weight Loss Center. The Vanderbilt Surgical Weight Loss Program offers advanced care to help you lose weight and improve your overall health. If you've been unable to reach a healthy weight with nutritional and lifestyle improvements alone, surgery might be a better and safer option for achieving your weight loss goals. Their team will work with you to develop a personalized care plan combining surgery, nutrition, exercise, and psychological support. All of this and so much more at Vanderbilt Wilson County Hospital. And a reminder, the Red Cross, American Red Cross Blood Mobile visits each monthly, and the next monthly visit will be Tuesday, September 13th. Tuesday, September 13th for the American Cross Blood Mobile at Vanderbilt Wilson County Hospital, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. All right, on this Tuesday morning, let me welcome my guest from Sherry's Hope. We have Corey Cluck and Alicia Eakes this morning. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
All right. Corey, we'll start with you, I guess. You are the Director of Operations.
I am.
And you and
Whatever that means.
you and both of you ladies, I believe, were here last year about this time to talk about Sherry's Run,
Yes,
which
sir.
Sherry's Hope has as a big fundraiser, right?
That is true.
All right.
That is it.
So we've got a lot to talk about this morning. Where do you want to start?
Well, let's just start with we're glad to be here and thanks for having us.
You're welcome.
We are so excited. You know, we're 10 days away, I guess. It's a week from Saturday.
Right.
It'll be here before we know it. And we got 1,322 registered so far, and we welcome as many more as want to register.
Now, you have a set date for this, or do you change it a little bit each year?
It's set every year, the second Saturday of September.
Second Saturday in September is the time for Sherry's Run.
That is true, yes.
All right. Well, now I mentioned Sherry's Hope, and I'm thinking, I may be wrong here, but I'm thinking last year was the first year we talked about Sherry's Hope. Is it older than that?
Last year was the first official year that we changed the name.
Right.
We've talked about it for many years prior, but
Sherry's Hope is the organization, Sherry's Run is the event. Is that close?
that's exactly right. You got it.
And over the years, well, there's a great history, great story here too, because when Sherry's Run was started, it was not the money making part of this. The fundraising thing wasn't the big thing. It was a way to honor Sherry, who had passed away, I believe, colon cancer. Is that right?
That is true. Yes.
And it's turned out to this. But what a great end result, and we're not to the end yet, we hope. But you start out with something relatively small and just to honor somebody, and then it grows and grows, and you make bukus of money that you help other people who are having a problem and need financial support, especially. That's kind of, in a nutshell, what all we're talking about this morning, right, Alicia?
It is.
And what role do you play in this? You are the patient assistance director. That ought to tell us something. But
Yes, sir. Basically, I'm the patient advocate. If you needed help with cancer had caused financial struggles in your life, I'd be the person that would help walk you through how we can help. And if you needed help with your electric bill, we pay all the bills directly from our office. And I'd be that person that would work with you.
Is this pretty much a full-time job for you?
Well, no, sir. All of us are part-time. We're able to do what we do in 3 days a week. Our office hours are 10 to 2, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, except for this time of year. And we're there 40 plus this time of year.
Okay,
Right.
I got it. But you have the middle of the week to work, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Yes,
so I guess
sir.
that's nice. That's for a longer weekend, isn't it? And a little bit at the start of the following.
It is.
Every Monday's off, every Friday's off.
It's nice.
It is a nice
But,
perk.
Where's your office? I mean, is that I guess people need to know if they come to see you.
We're at 110 Bab Drive, and it's across from the co-op.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Wilson Farmers Co-op. All right. Let's. I think when the two of you are here, we talk more about what the whole purpose of the thing and how you've helped people and so on. But there are a lot of details we'll be talking to somebody about. I believe it's this Friday when someone else is coming. Is that right? Anyway, I've got it in my
Yes.
book. We've got it down. We're okay.
Yes.
How do you feel about it? You've got to feel good about what you're doing and the success and the help that people receive.
Oh, well, absolutely. Well, I knew Sherry and went to church with her and knew her family. So I was at the very first Sherry's Run in 2004. So this will be the 19th annual Sherry's Run 5K. And it feels really good to not only be a part of an organization that gives back to the community, but to see the faces of the folks that have received that assistance and know that this community has been so gracious and generous and rallied behind our organization.
How long have you been doing what you're doing now?
I started in 2011. I was the first employee that was hired. It got to the point where it grew so much that it was hard to do on a volunteer-only basis, which it had been to that point. And that was when I was
Lisa,
hired.
what about you?
I started in 2016, so this will be my 6th run.
Sound like Corey might have needed some help.
As it grew, yes, sir. She still wanted to keep those 3-day-a-week hours.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't see a thing wrong with that. If you're getting the job done, and apparently you're doing a wonderful job. Does most of the money go each year, and each year at Sherry's Run, you sort of start I don't know when your fiscal year is, but it's sort of like, here's an influx of money that comes on the second Saturday in September, and hopefully it's going to last till the next second Saturday in September.
Yes, sir.
That's the way it is?
God just takes care of us that way.
Well, there's a lot of ways to participate in this, and we probably ought to hit a few on those. You got these, we got one out here in front of the station, those.
Green bows.
Yeah.
Yes. It's always exciting this time of year to see the green bows going up, and everybody helps us paint the town green is what we call it. So yeah, you can participate by getting a green bow. We ask for a minimum donation of $10 per bow. You can participate by registering for the run. You don't have to run or even walk. In fact, if you can't be there, you can sleep in and dream of running or walking. You register as sleep in for Sherry's Run. But every registration really does help. Goes back to help the families who are fighting cancer. It's if you're for pre-registration, which is any between now and up until the day of the event, it's $30 to register as a runner walker without a timing chip. If you want to be timed, like I know you do, Coleman, and that's $40, and then you can participate and compete with everybody in your age bracket. And then, or you can sleep in for Sherry's Run, that's $35, and that includes the cost of mailing the shirt to you after the event.
Yeah.
If you wait until the day of, which that's fine, and we welcome anyone who wants to walk up that day, every price, all of it goes up $10 each, so $40 and $50 and $45. So.
Tell us about the shirt. That shirt is even. You have a different one each year, maybe even a different color.
Different
and they are kind of prized possessions.
They kind of are. People collect them, and they're proud of them.
What's this one look like this year?
This one is heather purple.
What's that again?
A heathered purple.
Okay.
This year's supply and demand, there wasn't
Yes.
a lot of choices out there for us. You know, as many as we get. We had to kind of take what we could get from a 2T to a 4X.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
It's time for us to take a break. We're talking Sherry's Run with our friends from Sherry's Hope, Corey Cluck and Alicia Eakes. This is Coleman and Company, FM 98.9.
And to 7:14, let's see what's happening on the roadways. Thanks to our friends at Absolute Kubota Land Pride, quality tractor implements including cutters, finish mowers, box blades, tillers, and more. 5-year gearbox warranty, extremely durable and well built. 1506 West Main. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. Traffic still pretty busy. 24 coming in from Rutherford County. Not as bad as it was earlier, but it has improved quite a bit. Actually, they're coming past 840 on 24 westbound. It's a crash been cleared from earlier, 24 east near Jolton, near Whites Creek Pike. Again, that's still running a little bit slower than normal. Just give yourself extra time. It's crowded right now, 65 north up through Spring Hill there at 840. Hey, Ripley's is hiring for all 10 attractions. Check them out online. Apply online at ripleys.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Renewal happens here at Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing. Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing has experienced new leadership and a new atmosphere. Same location in the heart of Lebanon, 731 Castle Heights Court on the Castle Heights campus. Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing is providing 5-star clinical outcomes to short-term and long-term care residents. Call 615-444-4319 for a tour and to experience the new culture. Renewal happens here at Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing.
Cumberland University football is back in action this Saturday, September 3rd, as the Phoenix hosts Weber International University at Noakes Lassiter Field. This is Christian Capozzi of the Cumberland Sports Network inviting you to join Bob Lee and myself this Saturday. Pre-game coverage begins at 1 o'clock, leading up to a 1:30 kickoff. The Weber Warriors meet the Cumberland Phoenix this Saturday at 1:30 right here on WANT and WCOR.
Contact Stephen Lowry Land Clearing for all your land clearing needs. Whether it's clearing trails for ATVs, reclaiming pasture, or clearing your land of brush and trees, Stephen Lowry can get the job done. He works closely with customers, adjusting to make changes as you want. Steve Lowry will give you quality work at a price that you can afford. He will also beat any written estimate. Call Stephen Lowry at 615-970-8154 for all your land clearing needs. That's Stephen Lowry Land Clearing, 615-970-8154.
The road only gets tougher for your Tennessee Titans. This season, they face the red-hot AFC West Division with games against the Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers, and Broncos.
Let's have a little touchdown Titans and Nico Autry.
Brought to you by Vixen Hooker, Bates Ford, Steve Mall Plumbing, The Jewelers, and the City of Lebanon Gas in Tennessee. 811, call before you dig.
This is Wilson County's home for real country music and the Tennessee Titans. Real Country 98.9.
And we continue here on a Tuesday morning, our program presented by Vanderbilt Wilson County Hospital. Today we're talking Sherry's Run. And from Sherry's Hope, we have the Director of Operations, Corey Cluck. We have the Patient Assistance Director, Alicia Eakes. And between the two of them, we're finding out all that you need to know, I hope, about Sherry's Hope and Sherry's Run. And again, we just heard Sherry's Run until a year or two ago. And Sherry's Hope is actually the organization. I guess it's incorporated in Sherry's Hope. And Sherry's Run is the event that's coming up a week from Saturday. And it is a fundraiser, and money goes to help people that have cancer. Now, Alicia, they come to you with their needs, and do you do this all by yourself? You have a screening committee, or how do you determine? And I guess hopefully nobody would come and try to take advantage of you, but you have to be aware that that's a possibility.
Yes. We have a board of directors, and so they submit the application, and there's set guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you have a cancer diagnosis and you're actively receiving treatment and you live in the Wilson County area, it's pretty much, and you have a true financial need. If there, I receive the applications, submit them to the board for approval, and then I will get back with the beneficiary, and we discuss how we can help.
Well, you probably run into all kind of needs here. There might be somebody that couldn't pay their utility bill. Maybe somebody else needs food on the table. I'm just guessing. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Correct.
Somebody's got a car repair that
Yes,
needs-
sir.
yeah.
Gas to get to treatment has been a big request since, fuel prices have gone up, so.
But you're there and available, and that's what Sherry's Run really is all about. But people have so stepped up to the plate over the years. Now you have some sponsors. I see their logos all the way over here.
Yes, sir.
You've got a long list there.
That is a long list. Well, this is what the back of the T-shirt, and so all of these sponsors we're so thankful for. Our presenting sponsor, which is WA&T, we're so grateful for so many years of support. And then we've got all levels of sponsors. We're thankful for every single one of them. We could not have the event without our wonderful sponsors.
Well, I ask that, and we say that to say that there are a number of ways that you do derive funds for Sherry's Run. The sponsors are a big thing, and some of them are monetary contributions. Some are probably in kind, but
Yes, sir.
You need advertising, you need to get the word out, and that sort of thing. You have the T-shirts, and now what do they sell for?
Well, you get one with the registration.
All right. Can you buy one? And that just if you're going to have a T-shirt, you got to register.
That's right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you can buy one and it costs the same as registering.
Well, let's just say if you buy one, you're registered.
Exactly. That's
And
exactly
what's
right.
that? $30.
$30.
If you don't wait.
If you don't wait until Saturday the 10th, and if you do, then it's $40.
Right.
It's still a great shirt.
But as popular as they have been, and somewhat of a collector's item, I think.
Yes,
people-
and it's so fun too to see when you see people post things on Facebook or whatever. I mean, a lot of times you'll see one of those Sherry's Run shirts, and they've traveled all over the country wearing those shirts. And
It's fun to go on a trip and then be at the beach
And-
and see
yeah.
somebody walk by with their Sherry's Run shirt on.
Oh, for you two, that would really be. The word is traveling around, not only getting out, it's traveling around. Well, but there are some who run in a serious way with those chips, and that's kind of a competition thing. Is that?
It is.
I'm thinking that maybe they run in a lot of different 5Ks, and this counts in that is.
I think so. Yeah, there definitely are some who participate in multiple 5Ks, 10Ks, even half marathons or marathons. And I don't know exactly. I'm not a runner, so I'm not the one to speak to that. But I do think that, yes, and a lot of them, at the very least, they keep track of all of their events that they participate in, keep their bibs and display them in some way.
And you can do that with this, but it does cost you a little more.
It does. It costs you
You got to
10 extra.
got to get those timers. Is that what you call them?
Timing chip.
Time-
It's attached to your bib, but yes, timing chip.
And you provide those, so you have to procure those, and that takes a little money. So that's why it costs
Yes, sir.
more.
That's correct.
I'm okay.
You're on it. Yes, sir.
Trying to put two and two together here, but that's the way that works. But you have we say there are a lot of things that we do that there's something for everybody. But there's something for everybody with Sherry's Run.
There is. And beyond walking or running, there's also our silent auction, which has become very, very popular. And you never know from year to year what item's going to be the thing people are going to fight over at the last minute to try to make sure they get that last bid. But that's a huge part of our fundraising.
Well,
as
now,
well.
do you
And
have
fun.
all your silent auction items obtained yet?
That will be something you can talk with Gary about on Friday.
All right.
He and Tammy do a great job
That's
of
not
getting all
your
that organized.
responsibility.
I know that there are lots of items they have collected, but I'm not sure that you can ask him. He may. Can't imagine he'd turn anything down if somebody wanted to donate it.
We
No,
were
no.
talking during the break how that we had to have a virtual run back 2 years ago in 2000. Last year it was back to the regular way, and of course it is this year. Now, has the course changed any?
It's the same as it's been since 2010. I think they certified this particular
Now,
course.
I believe Wilson Bank and Trust, their location is it the West Lawn maybe, or?
It is the
Union?
West Lawn.
Okay.
623 West Main Street.
And that's the starting point, and is that where it ends?
Right there at Castle Heights and West Main is the starting, and then they move it up just a little bit up Castle Heights for the end to get to that full 5K.
Right.
So, but right there at that intersection.
It happens fairly early on a Saturday morning, and before you know it, it's over. But you think of all the work and the planning and all that goes into this for these few short hours.
That is true. Yes, officially starts at 8:00, and we're cleaned up and gone for sure by noon. But the announcements and stuff start around 9:00, 9:30, and pretty much done by 10. MJ's there with us, being our great MC that morning. And
Well, she does a lot of community service of that area,
She
and so
does a
you've got a
fabulous
good one in her. You set a goal each year? I know you've got in the back of your mind, if nothing else, you've got a certain amount of money that you're hoping to reach. But do you say we want to have so many $1,000 this year?
No, sir.
No. You just hope for the most.
We just trust the good Lord to take care of us, and He always has. So it's amazing.
Could you give us a ballpark figure of what you've raised in the last few years? Do you got that?
I really couldn't. I tell you, my job's to spend it. So I could give you a better ballpark how much I spent, but as far as bringing it in, I would be the wrong person to share
right.
that.
But it's I'm pretty sure it's well over $100,000 that you have raised. Seems like that figure occurs to me. You got any help there?
Not what we've raised, but what we spent in 2021 was just under $160,000 total inpatient assistance.
Okay. All right.
To help a little over 100 families, 108 families.
Okay. Well, if you haven't, again, there are a lot of ways to participate, and you can actually make a $30 donation if you want to look at it that way, and actually get a T-shirt for your effort,
That's
and
right.
be registered for Sherry's Run, and help the cause. Anything we've left out here this morning? You mentioned that silent auction. When is that just the morning off, or?
It's just the morning of. It'll open on Friday afternoon. You can do early bids on Friday afternoon, the day before the run. And then that morning it closes right at 9:15. So you got to be right there to get that last bid in if you want to be the winner of your item you can't live without.
If it's a real popular item, you've got two or three that as soon as one raises it, the other one raises it.
One year there was a fight over some kind of rooster. So I don't know. You never know what the item of the year is going to be, but it's a very popular place on that event site.
Are you the two? Are there more people that work with Sherry's Hope than the two of you? Or are you two yet?
We have a third employee, Missy Stewart. She is our marketing director. And then we have our board. They are all volunteers, but they're very much involved and work hard as a volunteer. And altogether, there's 7.
All right.
Yes.
There's 3 employees and 4 board members, and that's the whole
3
team.
employees
That's it.
who draw a paycheck.
Yes, sir.
And then 4 others who are on the board who serve free of charge.
Yes,
That is
sir.
right.
And look at what all you're able to do. But there's a lot of other people who come out and do different things. People like MJ or others, right?
Absolutely.
That
Hundreds
help.
of volunteers that
Yes.
volunteer for the event.
Well, as you look down the road, y'all are pretty seasoned and doing a good job at what you do. You're probably not going to do it forever, but I mean, it seems the need is there. It seems that it seems Sherry's Run has just taken off and almost gets bigger and better every year.
Well, unfortunately, cancer hasn't stopped, and so I think all of us would pray that there would be a day that there would be no need for Sherry's Hope and Sherry's Run because cancer would no longer be a thing. But as long as that is in our world, we pray that we'll still be able to have an organization that can help families when they're hurting.
Right. There's one thing we might mention quickly here. We've got about a minute and a half, but I believe there's been a little kit or something that you've provided for people to have tests done.
Yes, if we are, because Sherry died of colon cancer, we're very passionate about colon health and colon cancer awareness. So yes, if anyone would like a test kit, we have those all year long available. We'll mail them to you. You can get them at the office. It doesn't cost you anything but the postage to mail it in. We have a wonderful partner who processes those for us, St. Thomas Gastroenterology here in Lebanon. And you can do that test. It's not hard. And send that in, and it'll give you a positive or negative. It's the one test you want to fail.
All right. Well, I'm glad we got that in today.
Yes.
And I want to thank both of y'all for coming out and enjoyed your visit. Elisa Eakes, Patient Assistance Director for Sherry's Hope. Elisa, good to see you. Hope you have another great year.
Well, thank you.
And Corey Clark, Director of Operations. Always good to have you.
It's good to be here. Thank you.
Our best to both of you and the other employee and the four on the board who do a wonderful job with Sherry's Hope and Sherry's Run. And one more time, it is a week from Saturday.
September the 10th at 8
Wilson Bank
a.m.
and Trust on West Main. And
Sherry'sRun.org if you want to register online.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. That's part one of Coleman and Company presented by Vanderbilt Wilson County Hospital. We've got more. Keep it here, FM 98.9.
And at 7:29, let's see what's happening on the roadways. Thanks to Bates Ford, and they've got the low price tire guarantee on all tires every day up to 30 days after the sale. There'll be any competitor's pricing on the tires they sell. 1673 West Main. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. I still see that heavy traffic right now trying to get through Hermitage, Donaldson on 40 westbound. Here at Donaldson Pike coming past the airport, it's still pretty sluggish sometimes on 24 westbound and through the Hickory Hollow area. I also still see a lot of traffic trying to get in from Rutherford County. You make your way up through the Hickory Hollow area. Watch your speed this morning through parts of Dixon County on the interstate. Hey, Ripley's is hiring for all 10 attractions. Check them out online at ripleys.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
At Vanderbilt Wilson County Hospital, world-class care is a heartbeat away. In fact, we offer the same world-class attention Middle Tennessee has come to rely on from a Vanderbilt Health hospital. Supported by over 200 specialties, an expanded emergency department staffed with Vanderbilt Health physicians 24/7, and greater investments in life-saving technologies and care. It's just one more way we're making healthcare personal.
What is your passion? How can you use that passion to enrich your community? Hi, this is Melanie Minter, President and CEO of the Lebanon-Wilson County Chamber of Commerce. Your chamber is the resource for making connections to fulfill your passion. Whether education, nonprofit, agriculture, entertainment, or government relations, Wilson County offers a place for you to be involved. Your chamber connects businesses, individuals, and your passion to the community. We have an enthusiasm for excellence. Join us and catch the spirit. Call or visit our office at 149 Public Square in Lebanon.
Scattered thunderstorms will be possible today before we dry out for the rest of the week. Look for a high of 87 with mostly cloudy skies and those patchy storms. Wednesday will be sunny with a high of 86, then a high of 87 again for Thursday.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Walker Auction and Realty, professional auction and real estate services. Get top dollar for your home, land, or personal property. Log on to MikeWalkerAuctions.com. They know auctions. That's a look at your forecast. I'm number one Ned.
Thank you. They love you.
And we continue. It is a Tuesday and time for us to talk with Sean Dozier about Heartside Senior Living. Sean, good morning.
Good morning, Coleman.
Now, you can tell you already told our guests goodbye, but you...
well, that's too...
You know, it amazes me sometimes how many people know each other.
Yeah.
You know, they come in and it's sometimes it's like a homecoming, or we hadn't seen them in 2 weeks and got to talk and get caught up.
It really is. It's kind of the town square of Lebanon in here sometimes. But Miss Eakes was Anna's, my youngest daughter's kindergarten teacher, so I've known her for a long time.
Oh,
wonderful lady. And then Miss Clark, they're all just great people. And I know, in fact, Hearthside does a water station every year for Sherry's Run right there in Castle Heights. And we have volunteers not only from our board of directors, but also from the Heights, the folks in our independent living, they volunteer. So we have a big water station, and it's always fun to be a part of that every every year. That's coming up September 11th.
Yeah, a week from Saturday.
Yep.
Well, Sean is Executive Director of Hearthside Senior Living, a retirement and assisted living community, and comes each Tuesday to tell us about it. Located at 215 Castle Heights Avenue North here, and it's Hearthside when it's time for a helping hand.
That's right. We have a few more days, just a few more days left on our summer special. You know, if you sign up or move in before the end of August, you get half off your first month. And Coleman, we've had several people take advantage of that. In fact, we had 6 or 7 folks moving in literally over the past few weeks. We've got a few more to go, but they've signed up for that summer special. So if they sign up, they got half off that first month. And you know, I tell people all the time that you can come in for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, just try it out, see how you like it. And when they get in there, they really do like it. So it's not a hard sell, but a lot of folks are not sure at first, and so it's just it's a 30-day contract, so it's not a long-term contract. You don't have to sign a 6-year or 6-month lease or a year lease. You know, it's a 30-day deal. So try it out, see how it works. And when people come into assisted living, you know, it's a big change. It's a big, mental change for them, and they've got to kind of accept it. And when people come in, once they get that socialization, their medication timely, 3 meals a day, they really do find themselves in a better place.
Well, I'll bet you have a lot of people who have lived here a long time. You probably have some that haven't been here that long. What kind of mix is there?
That's a good question. That's a good question. We're getting a broader mix at Hearthside. You know, originally, back when it opened in 1994, you look at those original names. You know, you would of course know all of them, but they're local people who have grown up here. But we have about a 50-50 mix now. You know, folks. Just like Lebanon, people are moving in from everywhere. We have folks moving in from every direction, but we still have those local people that their stories, their families. But it's great to get to know new people as well, and they fit right in. And we've got a really good mix right now. I've been there long enough now to see about a 60 to 70% turnover in our residents, and it's just been. You get to know the families, you get to know the residents, and now we're seeing new folks come in and that's exciting.
I got an idea. You might enjoy your job even more now than you did when you came there because of the people you've got to know. Mm-hmm. And has to be almost with you like an extended family.
It is. Can you tell?
Yeah.
Well, part of the job is managing the operation, but really the best part is just being able to sit with the residents and sit with the families and just talk to them, get to know their stories. You wouldn't believe, you've lived 80 years, and some people have lived 90 on up, and just to know their stories is some of the things that they've gone through, yeah. And they're still kicking. It's just amazing to me, and that's really the best part of the job.
You younger people, if I can digress a moment here, you probably don't know what it's like to not have indoor plumbing, for example, or to not have hot and cold running water in your house and all of this. And when I was a little boy, I experienced the other side of the coin. And you've no doubt heard some stories and some people, we never had a spring, but I've known people to get their water from a spring, maybe a tenth of a mile from the house or something.
Where did you keep your milk?
Did
you have a refrigerator?
I'm trying to think. I think we had an ice box, and you could get ice in Lebanon and take it home and put it in. Anyway.
Well,
but it was cold in the winter.
It's stories like that I love to hear and listen to. But it's not only stories about the culture in which they grew up in. It's also their family members, and some of them have lost children. Some of them, of course, have lost spouses, and just to hear about their memories of those folks is just fantastic. But all in all, Coleman, the assisted living is, like you say, one big family, and they are my extended family. You see them more than you do your own family sometimes. And if you're looking for assisted living, if you're even thinking about it, a lot of folks think about it for a while. If you're even thinking about it, Hearthside would love to be one of those places that you check out.
Okay, time for Hearthside Hello.
Well, Faye Kiefer is a longtime listener of Coleman Walker. She also, speaking of teachers, you know Faye Kiefer? Faye Kiefer was also my youngest daughter's I'm sorry, my oldest daughter, Allie, her second grade teacher at Friendship when she was there. And I saw her at the fair on Tuesday evening, I believe. And she wanted, well, I just said, hey, I'll mention you on her side. She's a great lady, one of the most kindest people I've ever met. And she listens to you and listens to WANT. So I wanted to mention Faye Kiefer as my Hearthside hello.
All right, that's great. Well,
good to have Melanie join us. She's right on time. By the way, Melanie did a great job at the senior night at the Wilson County Fair. It was a great turnout. I think the biggest ever.
It was. It was great. It was a great night.
Hearthside had a booth, and it was a big night.
Well, Sean, you know what?
What?
She needs your microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll let her move over
she's
here.
Surprised, too.
Have a great week, Coleman.
All right. Thank you. We'll see you next
All right,
Tuesday.
bye.
Sean Dozier, Executive Director, Hearthside Senior Living, 215 Castle Heights Avenue North. We're about 20 minutes before the hour here on a Tuesday morning, and we have the Lebanon and Wilson County Chamber of Commerce featured this morning. Melanie Minter, President and CEO, is with us. Good morning.
Good morning,
And
Coleman.
you're on the opposite side from where you normally are.
I am.
But I think you can make it
I
there.
think I'll be okay.
And we do have Kurt Baker with us this morning. Kurt, good morning.
Good morning, Coleman.
Between the two of you, probably all I need to do is introduce you and go drink some coffee or something.
I don't know about all that. Need you leading the ship. I'm sorry?
How are you?
Doing good. Had a busy 10 days out at the fairgrounds, as most people here in this county. So I think I counted up last night. I was out there 9 times. Melanie was probably out there more like 15 to 20. But just what a great thing for not only our community, but the entire state.
If you were there, you no doubt were representing the Chamber of Commerce, but did you represent the bank for whom you worked?
I did. I represented the bank a couple of times, but obviously the Chamber of Commerce through the senior night that Mr. Dozier just spoke of, that was a great hit. Saw a huge turnout at that, but also the opening parade that we traditionally put on every year too.
And you have a role in that parade, don't you, Melanie?
Yes, sir, I sure do. They make sure I have a role.
Well, I got to see the parade and I really enjoyed it. And the opening night, I didn't see the closing one, but are you responsible for the closing one too?
We are. This year, we actually were unable to have the closing parade due to attendance. There was a large attendance and heat.
Well,
Heat.
I'm glad
Really?
you told us that. So
Yes.
cover up my mistake.
No, that's fine. It was had to be a last minute decision, but it was the right decision. All the first aids were filled up, and people were a little warm and hot, and we were worried about taking the route.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we've got a lot to talk about this morning, and I'm going to depend on the two of you to kind of, I'm just going to say, get us going here.
I'll get us going. Yeah. First off, I've got to say good morning, Coleman. I normally do this at the end of the show, but since my daughter's getting dropped off at school right now, I want to say good morning to my daughter, Aniston, and son, Colt. And I hope they have a great day, as well as my wife, Joanne. Love
I'm
y'all.
glad you've done that, and I think that's wonderful for you.
Got it out of the way, right?
But, well, let's don't look at it like that.
Yep.
It's great that you love your children and want to do that, and that they get to listen for you.
Yep, absolutely. They're daddy's biggest fan.
All right. Well, that gets us started off there. Melanie, what's on your mind?
Oh, he's got more.
I'll start it off.
Start it off again.
We're here to talk about something, Coleman, that may very well have never been talked about on your show before, outside of maybe a financial institution that's releasing a mobile banking app. But the Lebanon Wilson County Chamber of Commerce is proud. This is, I guess, somewhat breaking news. This is the first time we publicly announced it, but we are coming out with a mobile app for all of Wilson County to really support residents, but not only residents, but tourism and folks that are visiting our awesome county here.
Well, you're going to have to elaborate on that this morning because I'm not sure I know much about what you're talking about.
It's a mobile app that you would download on your phone, any iPhone or Android device, as most apps. And it is called Explore Wilson. The call sign in there, and I don't know if call sign's the word, but the title to what you would search for is called Explore Wilson TN. And just that separates it from the other apps that have something to do with Wilson County or Wilson City and stuff across the country. But basically, this app is a one-stop shop. Anywhere from a business directory to Wilson County community calendars, as well as through Wilco and the Chambers of Commerce and the Ag Center, the Expo Center. There's a bunch of different community calendars out there that really it consolidates all of them into one place and brings an entire calendar just for Wilson County under one roof there.
Can see what's happening in so many different areas.
And it's all in chronological order. I can show you and give you a brief little virtual tour after the show. And but basically, you pull it up, click on community calendar, and boom, just in it's synchronized as far as dates, and it probably even has something on there today that's happening in our county as well.
Now, how long has this been going on?
Well, I had an email sitting in my inbox. I remember specifically it was last November. Melanie emailed me and said, hey, I think this might be a cool little idea. And so we started working on it roughly in January, and it's taken about that long. I will, in full transparency, tell you the app is not 100% done just yet. But with all the exciting things coming up in our community over the fall, we felt like it's imperative to go ahead and push it out and start promoting, telling people about it now so we can get ready for, whether it's the Chamber Golf Tournament, Taste of Wilson County, the Banks Oktoberfest. You got Tis the Season coming up with the City of Lebanon that we partner with, the parade, Halloween on the Square, a bunch of different things going on in the fall that we want to make sure to push it out for. But
well, no doubt you're excited about this, and especially if you called it to his attention in the beginning.
Well, I try. I always like to, give them something really exciting to bring to the table as a chairman. And actually, this was perfect for Kurt. And like you said, we've been working on it for over about 7 or 8 months now. We want it to be a great use for everyone. And that was the whole idea. And it was the whole idea to consolidate it so people would have one place they could go to shop, eat, play, find any information out that they wanted about every city in Wilson County. So Mount Juliet's covered, as well as Watertown and Lebanon. So all cities are covered inside the app. It's not only, you can look for places of entertainment. You can look for tourism, places to go for tourism. So and Kirk covered a lot more, and he can cover more than that. But they've just touched the surface. What we want to do is go back, of course, and we'll have to edit some things that have happened or some things that accidentally get pushed in because we are working with another company right now. It will be housed soon inside the chamber. But, just to get it started was a lot of back work. Of course, on something like this as a project, typically it is one city that does something like this, and we wanted it to be the entire county so that you were able to find anything that you needed.
All right, we need to go to a break, but why don't you just one more time tell somebody how to access this?
Yes, if you go to your app store in your mobile device, whether it's iPhone or Android, and just hit the little search button there and type in Explore Wilson TN. That app will pull up and be able to be downloaded and used immediately on your phone.
Explore Wilson TN.
Correct.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's take our break right here. More coming up on Coleman and Company, FM 98.9.
And let's see what's happening on the roadways. 7:47 now, and it's all brought to you by our friends at Absolute Kubota Lamprey. Quality tractor implements, including cutters, finish mowers, box blades, tillers, and more. 5-year gearbox warranty, extremely durable and well built. 1506 West Main. Now in traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. THB's trying to clear up this crash. Everybody's staring at it on 24 eastbound near Whites Creek Pike. This is actually the second wreck we've had up here this morning. It's got traffic slow go on 24 eastbound. Right before you get to Whites Creek Pike here in the Jolton area. Heavy traffic through Hendersonville on Vietnam. That's going westbound. It's still pretty busy over here on 40 westbound. Trying to get past the airport. Just busy in the normal spots for this time of the morning. Hey, Ripley's is hiring for all 10 attractions. Check them out online at ripleys.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Welcome to Hearthside Senior Living, Lebanon's unique senior living community designed for seniors to age in place, all within a safe, comfortable, and Christian environment. Beautiful retirement homes designed for an independent lifestyle with maintenance-free living. Hearthside Senior Living also continues the excellent tradition of assisted living for those seniors who need additional services. Hearthside Senior Living, an independent retirement community and assisted living community community, all on one campus in the heart of Lebanon. Call 615-443-1994 for a tour.
Hi, everybody. Tommy Bryan. Join me, along with Harry Stafford, Bob Lee, and Joe Gardner, as we bring you Lebanon High School football. Brought to you by Bates Ford, Bakes and Hooker, K. Maynard Insurance, Lebanon Police Chief Mike Justice, Wilson County Sheriff Robert Bryan, Kenny Salas, Sports World, and Wilson Bank and Trust. The Blue Devils open regional play September 2nd as Cookeville comes to town. Pre-game at 6:30 on WANT and WCOR.
And now, a moment of silence to remember our dear friend.
Sorry. Oh, man.
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. With a wide range of air conditioners, furnaces, and heat pumps, Rheem makes it easy to feel comfortable, even when you can't be comfortable.
Financing available through TVA's Energy Right program and your local power company. Call Randy's Heat and Air 237-3604.
Register now for Sherry's Run 5K Run Walk to benefit Sherry's Hope. The 5K event is Saturday, September 10th, beginning at 8 a.m. at 623 West Main Street in Lebanon. Register at sherrysrun.org. Come run or walk and show your support for those in our community who are battling cancer. Events include the 5K Run Walk, a silent auction, live music, and more. Register now at sherrysrun.org and don't miss the Sherry's Run 5K on Saturday, September 10th.
And we continue here on a Tuesday morning. Welcome to our program. If you're just joining us, we're featuring the Lebanon Wilson County Chamber of Commerce this morning. Kurt Baker, who's chairman of the board, is with us, and of course Melanie Minter, the president and CEO. And we've got a lot of other things to talk about, I think. So what's next?
Well, I'm not sure. Are we done with the app?
I don't think Kurt is finished with that.
That community calendar was just one piece to it. And I'll hit this really quick because I know we got other things to move on to. But again, I just want to stress the importance and the idea and the vision behind it is that this would be peril for our community. For not only the residents that live here 365 days a year, but you just look at the attendance records from the Wilson County Fair. Mm-hmm. You look at the super speedway and the number of tourists that brought in. The new soccer complex that's been announced for the city of Lebanon. It's going to bring tournaments. This is really your one-stop shop to find whether it's somewhere to shop, down on East Main Street or to go down to West Main to get your hair done while you're here. I know we just had the Tritium announcement, and we were able to hook one of their executives up with one of the beauty boutique here in town to get her hair done. But whether you're going down to the square to eat lunch or dinner right there at Town Square Social. So it really doesn't matter. It helps you interact with the community and find different places to visit and the hot spots while you're here. But on top of that, there's also a community resources piece to it, which is, we believe, very, very important. Whether it's transportation, we're blessed with great transportation here, an awesome municipal airport that Heather Bay runs. Also, the WeGo commuter rail from Nashville to Lebanon. Not many communities have that. It also focuses on economic development. Workforce, that's a humongous topic right now to help all of the members be able to put their job listings out there on the app as well for people searching for a job. There's a local government piece to it, whether it's Mount Juliet, Watertown, Lebanon, or Wilson County government, to where you can find out information on who to talk to there for key pieces. Education, again, I mentioned tourism, parks and recreation, and another large piece, which the fair brings back to mind, agriculture. Yeah. And that's something that we often forget about as well. So.
Well, that's a loaded app.
It is very loaded, and it's only going to get more and more loaded as time goes on. We our vision for this is not this year or right now. It's really to serve the community for decades to come. Really.
Well, I think we've got a hot topic to talk about here this morning. I appreciate you sharing that with us, with our audience here, and I mean, I'm just thinking it's going to be a great, I guess you'd say, resource for people to keep up with the things in the community.
Correct.
All those that you mentioned.
Yes, we are, and I mentioned the Lebanon Wilson County Chamber of Commerce does power this, and what that means is basically it's under our roof. We manage it and we put it out there. It's not for self-promotion or anything like that. It's really for self-promotion for our county, if you will. But really, we had to start off with bite-sized chunks with this. The chamber has, I think we're up to 1,288 8 members there. So we started off with those businesses, uploading them, but also we're going to go to Watertown and Mount Juliet and start to incorporate the businesses that are not chamber members. You don't have to be a chamber member to be a part of this app. Let me make that 100% clear. So whether it's a small business, a mom and pop shop, down on Main Street, or whether you're Genesco or Journeys or one of those folks, it's for everybody.
Okay, what else do we need to talk about, Melanie?
I think that's good, don't you? I mean, we could end with
Let's keep
that,
talking
but
we
Kurt
got
wants to
6
keep
minutes.
talking.
We need to talk about something for 6 minutes.
Well, we just want to go over a few. I just want to go over a few things that we have coming up to make sure that those that want to attend may do so. We do have a lunch and learn tomorrow by the Small Business Development Center of Tennessee, and it's how to work on your business instead of in your business. So that's the topic. It will be at the chamber office. It will be from 11:30 to 1 until with lunch served. So please join us. You can RSVP at support@LebanonWilsonChamber.com. So if you're interested, please email at support@LebanonWilsonChamber.com. And those of you who know our phone number or who don't, it's 615
444-5503.
There you go, Coleman. Thank you. Okay, so please join us for that lunch and learn. They will give some great information, and we thank them for coming over into Wilson County to give us that information. Then on August the 31st, meet the mayor 1 to 2. That will be at the chamber office as well.
That's Mayor Hutto.
That is County Mayor.
Okay, right.
Hutto. That is correct. September the 8th, Jewel and Jane ribbon cutting at 4 p.m., 109 Public Square. So we're very excited to have them on the square, and that will be an exciting opening on that day for them. September the 13th is Nesco Resource ribbon cutting, and that is at 11 a.m., and that's at 712 Brisket Lane, and they are an employment and staffing agency. September 15th, shop late until 8, so downtown on the public square. We want to make sure that everyone comes down and enjoys the fun.
Shop late till 8.
Yes, yes.
Be dark by then.
September.
Well, I haven't heard that. I mean, I love it when you, but anyway, I hadn't heard that one before. Go ahead.
September 16th, groundbreaking, 7:30 a.m., Houston Clinic. So we're excited to break ground for them. And then that will be on 100 Physicians Way, Suite 110 in Lebanon. And then September 26th is our golf tournament. So teams are full for the golf tournament, but we do have sponsorships left. Some sponsorships include a whole sponsorship. Also a goodie bag sponsorship. So if you're interested,
that's been a good fundraiser for you over the years. I was thinking, isn't that one the name for Kerry Harbrecht?
Dr. Kerry Harbrecht.
Dr. Kerry Harbrecht
Memorial.
He was a good friend of mine. We were in the Kiwanis Club, believe it or not, together for a good while back a long time ago. And I think it's proper and fitting that golf tournament got named for him.
And his family continues to join us the day of the tournament, and even leading up to the tournament at the sponsor appreciation reception that we typically have.
it is. It's a fun day. I mean, we have a 4-person scramble and goodie bags and drinks and lunch and dinner and awards with 3 flights, first, second, and third. So a ceremony at the end. So we enjoy our golf tournament. We do want to thank our title sponsor, Wilson Bank and Trust, for that. And it will be this year at Five Oaks Golf and Country Club on September the 26th. But please contact us for any information regarding that tournament.
Don't you have a nephew that's a pretty good golfer?
I do.
I'm just wondering, what kind of golfer are you?
Let's just stick with my nephew Mark. We can talk about him playing over at Tennessee Technical University over in Cookeville. Which is he is a great player.
I saw that a television news story about a little boy. I don't know how old he was, 12, 14 years old. He made a hole in one. I've never even come very close.
I saw
to
that.
it.
I actually went to college with his mother over here at Cumberland University.
Really?
Yep. Sure did.
Well, anyway, that's something at that age to get a hole in one.
That was a cool video.
But we digress. Go ahead.
That's fine. So let's just leave that to Mark, but I do play on occasion.
Okay.
On occasion. On occasion. And then September the 28th will be another Meet the Mayor from 1 to 2, which is the Wilson County Mayor Randall Hutto at the Chamber office.
Well, you've got you have something going on all the time. Every time you come out here, there's plenty. Many times we have more than we really have time to talk about or to go into great detail about because we're kind of hurrying through. I guess we're not hurrying as much this morning, but you got another minute here to go.
I do want to mention the big one that's coming up, ribbon cutting. I mean, we have so many. There's so many businesses moving to town, and we're so excited to have them a part of the chamber. But Thursday, September the 2nd, is Whataburger. So
that'll be Friday, September 2nd, right?
Friday, September the 2nd. Yes, Friday, September the 2nd.
Well, that's this week. That's this Friday.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And that is 10:30 a.m. is a ceremony, and then the ribbon cutting is at 11 a.m. So we're super excited about that.
If they have as many people for the ribbon cutting as they had when they opened.
In the drive-through,
it'll be crowded, to say the least. Yep. But it's been quite a success, hasn't it?
Sure has.
Yeah.
It has since, hopefully everybody knows where it is or have driven by, but it's at 630 South Cumberland Street. But call and ask us about any of these ribbon cuttings.
Well, good to have you both this morning. Is that pretty much it?
I think that's it, Coleman. We'll be back to probably to talk about the app as well later in the year. But I just want to take the opportunity to thank Melanie, not only Melanie, but Andrea and Stephanie, the three staples there around the chamber office for what they're able to pull off. You heard that long list there. It just doesn't stop January through December 31st. So kudos to them. There's not three harder working women out there in the community that does it for the right reasons. But also want to say thank you to our board of directors as well for all their support this year. We're 8 months into my tenure, and so far so good, no stress, and everything's going great. So we appreciate them.
I think we have a very healthy Chamber of Commerce here, and it is great for our community.
Absolutely.
Kurt Baker, Chairman of the Board, thank you for being with us. Melanie Minter, President, CEO. Lebanon, Wilson County Chamber of Commerce. That's it for Tuesday. Hope you'll join us tomorrow. Till then, I wish you a terrific day.